Realty Bites, the unsold stories. Our next guest is Clinton Smith. He is a former Sparky and now heavily working in real estate down the Mandurah region. Clinton, appreciate your time. Do we go by Clinton? Do we go by Clint? Do we go by Smithy? What do you like to be called?
Whatever you want to call me, mate. I know you call me Smithy. That's fine. I've had a few nicknames over the years, but yeah, Clinton's fine as well.
Okay, so you're how long in the real estate game have you been in the game?
I've been selling properties for the agency for coming up to 3 years, but had a longer affiliation with properties all the way back to when I was 19 and bought my own first property. So yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while, and recently selling for nearly 3 years.
So the switch from being an electrician,
Yep,
of more than 20 years experience to real estate, what was the moment? What was the moment? Career pivot.
Yeah. So I guess my lifelong passion since buying that property at 19, because it made me a bit of money over the years, has been real estate and business. So running the electrical business that I had, not working on the tools so much, but having a crew, it kept me going away, working in WA, FIFO. There's a lot of work away and you miss the family. So the kids were getting to that age. The eldest was probably 12, 12, 11 and 4. So at that point I realized I didn't want to go away anymore. I miss these kids. This isn't the lifestyle that I want to raise them with, dad being away all the time. So it took me a long time to do the real estate course to actually tick the box and get it done.
Welcome to the club.
Oh,
I had 3 goes at it.
It took me way longer. I thought it would take a couple of months and it didn't. It took me ages.
I think it's got harder too, Smithy.
Yeah.
I think it's got harder now. I was talking to someone who's going through the course at the moment and how much more difficult it was. Well, I went through West Coast property training, sat in the class, then I let it expired, then I sat online, then I let that expire, and then I got coached into doing it again and finally got it done. So you finally get the course, you finally do it.
Yep.
When you've got this piece of paper that says you are now a sales rep and eligible to work and sell, what did you do with that?
Obviously went and saw Coxie, had an interview with Stuart down in Mandurah and, secured a position on the team, I guess, which was a milestone for me. I'd been offered a gig with another company, but really didn't like the idea of heading to an office every day and that kind of role. I'm a little bit more entrepreneurial than that. So, I love the model that the agency had. And, really proud that Stuart saw something in me and took me on. And
that's the thing, isn't it? We've got to be, and this is not just an agency podcast, but it is powered by the agency, and we're going to have guests from all parts of the real estate industry in Western Australia talking through their journeys. There's an element of risk. There's an element of risk to take you. There's an element of risk to take me, and there's elements of risk to taking anybody, but in particular, inexperienced or no experienced sales reps.
Yeah.
So what was that like when you said, I'm going to bring you on board? What was going through your head? Were you scared at any stage?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I wouldn't say scared, but more slightly anxious about, okay, wow, I've just landed a gig with the agency. Like, that's a big deal. Like, this is a great company. And, I shortlisted the companies that I was wanting to work for. And the agency was at the top and I managed to land it, again, with no experience. So, Coxie obviously saw that I had some business acumen. I've run a business for 15 years, had a crew of people, can talk to all different types of people as well, from, people my parents' age who are retired and well into their 70s, and I've got teenagers myself. So, it was fantastic to land the gig, and it's been a steep learning curve for the last couple of years, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, you and I have got to know each other. I'm inspired by your knowledge, but your willingness to embrace the constant change, which is real estate, because it is constantly moving. You're a little bit more flexible. I think that comes from your business acumen. You had to sort of, in that, I'm sure in the electrical trade, you had to be up to date with everything that was moving. It's not just a matter of changing a light globe, but you do the same with real estate. You are so across the things that get brought in. Has that always been you? Have you always been willing to?
I've always loved technology, and that's, again, a big push with the agency, is being at the bleeding edge of tech. So that was a big draw card for me, is that, wow, I can put my business experience through the tech as well that we're using, and leverage. Leverage is huge for me. Coming from having a team of 10 guys on the ground, it's something I want to build to as well. So, the tech's always been at the forefront of what I love to do. And even now on the way here, there's a new app I'm playing with for appraisals, and there's a new email software. And I just think AI's come in, it's going to improve everything. So it's a matter of just weeding out, looking through everything and having a crack. If it works, keep going. If it doesn't, drop it. And I think we could get left behind really quick in the market, particularly with tech. So it's just important, I think, to stay abreast of where it's at.
Yeah, your willingness to do that is something that I've really looked at and gone, wow, I don't have that skill set, but you certainly do. What about some of the bits and bobs we've been given? It's an open book, this podcast, that you've tried and gone, it's not for me. It's just that you started doing it and thought, no, it's not benefiting what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Anything? Or have you found purpose out of all of it?
I honestly haven't discounted anything at this point. I'm still trying everything and then going deeper with certain things. So, meta advertising, websites, Google AdWords, letterbox drops.
Okay,
direct,
stopping you there.
All of it.
Stopping you right there.
Yeah.
I don't do them. I used to do them, letterbox drops.
Yeah.
I hear from some people saying they're a waste of money, stop doing it. Then we have people inside our own business who all they do is door knock and all they do is letterbox drop, and they have got enormous results.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get them both in on the podcast if they're watching or listening, Ralph and Carla. But you believe, so some of that simple stuff, the letterbox drop, you still believe in?
100%.
Really?
I've got listings I've been in and I've gone, every time I ask them, I say, how did you find out about me? What got me through the door? This one particular one in Hall's Head, we got your letterbox drop. We had it in the bottom drawer for 6 months. Perfect. Listed and sold. Job done. Same street, across the road, 4 doors down. He referred me to his brother. I've never met either of them. He referred me. I sold a block of land. Then I've appraised his other 3 properties. His daughter's bought a property from me. Never met the guy. Letterbox drop.
So one just triggered the whole lot.
Yep. It's a snowball effect. And the way I treat him and give him the price updates on all of his properties, sold properties for his family. Now I've got the reviews from his family saying how good a job we did.
Brilliant.
So it just snowballs.
Yeah.
So it could be one letterbox drop out of 1,000, but it's what you do with that.
Yeah.
Are you working that listing to get the next one and to keep going? So
one thing you used to do, correct me if I'm wrong, you were pretty, I'm pretty basic with it, but I use it, and that's social media, whether it be the walkthrough, whatever it may be. Some do it way better than others. Some spend a lot of money and time on it. Some are really, really clever with it. Have you backed off on social media, that type of stuff? Why so?
I've got a bit of a love-hate thing with socials. If I find myself scrolling and wasting time on socials, I'll just delete it from my phone. So that's what I've done recently, which means I have to do it from my computer. So I can do all my ads and the videos and things from my computer. But a little bit less on my phone at the moment, focusing on what's actually generating listings and doing my job and not getting distracted. So Facebook comes and goes off my phone quite regularly. But we're still doing some property videos and we've done a bit of different marketing. So not dropping the ball, but just, I guess, pivoting and focusing on high quality.
You've touched on your family, and I asked you to send me a snapshot blurb of your life and what's important. And there is not a line doesn't go by without how important your kids and your family and being there for them for their moments, whether it be your daughter's cheerleading over in Disney World, and whether it be at the local footy team with your wife, Kira. You've been married. Is it Kira? Is that right?
Yeah.
Been married for a long time and together for a long time. Have you got that balance right, the work-life balance, family?
It's a day-to-day thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's certainly better than FIFO. You're home every night, which is amazing. But with real estate, you've got to be flexible, and with a family. So, it's a constant, not struggle, but it's a constant challenge to keep the balance.
Do home opens,
Yeah.
as much as it's client first,
Yep.
seller first, but do they work in with the boys footy team.
This year, River's got footy on a Friday night. So there's no home opens on a Friday night at this point. Mine are usually Thursday evening, Saturday or Sunday. So it works perfectly at the moment.
What happens if a footy game's at 10:30 on a Saturday morning? Can you do a home open at 11:30?
Yeah, so we will figure that out case by case.
I know how this works.
Yeah,
I've
that's
been
the
there,
beauty
done
of
that.
it. You
Exactly
can
right.
shift, and you can't be everywhere at once. You know, if the house takes priority, well, that's what it is. If it's a particular special moment, then that, you know, it's case by case. And I think if everyone's on the same page that, look, this is what's paying the bills, this is what's allowing kids, you guys, to travel across the world and compete and do what we love. It's give and take, you know. So yeah.
Who's your inspiration inside real estate? Whether they be the agency, whether they be someone you see online, where you see someone from the East Coast working the floor and their style or their manner. Who inspires you in this business?
So two people stick out, and I haven't thought about this until you just put me on the spot. Maddie Steinwade is someone that I watch on Instagram and Facebook when I've got the apps on my phone. I've always had a bit of a passion for health as well and well-being. I'm not a gym junkie. I don't even go to a gym. But I like to try and be healthy and active and mentally fit.
You love the beach and water, don't you?
Yeah, yep. I'm more natural. But I love watching Matty and the advice he gives. Not much of it's on real estate. It's a lot on, you know, optimizing the body, the mind, and that kind of thing. So definitely love watching Matty. And then someone within the agency that I really think does an amazing job would be Tom. I've got a co-listing with Tom at the moment.
Yep.
And there's just something about his demeanor. It's just cool, calm, confident, sharp, always looks apart. So, yeah, Tom's someone that I definitely look up to in this game, and lucky enough to have a co-listing with him down in Falcon at the
you're going to
moment.
learn so much. He put me on a listing. It was only for one day.
Yep.
And I went and attended the home open, and it just so smooth. And if you were to sell with him, you were certainly going to get the best out of it. What are some of the elements of our industry that you struggle with?
I guess what I find is a lot of people get multiple agents through, 2, 3, 4. I've had some that just go crazy, get everybody through the door. I'm pretty straight up and no BS. It's kind of, it is how it is. I like to tell people the truth, not sugarcoat things, and be quite realistic with things. I'd rather over deliver than over promise. And that's what I've been able to do to date and continue daily conversations in that manner. The hardest thing I think is when you've gone in, you've done an appraisal, you put in a lot of effort, you're building a connection, and then you kind of get ghosted, or there's just no feedback. It's very transactional. It's very, we'll get you through the door, but then you're not going to hear from us. Even if it's a no, we're not going to sell the property, or we've gone to somebody else. So today I had a call with a gentleman down in Lakelands. I've been speaking with him for a couple of years, appraising properties, got through the door, and he said, look, Clint, it's between you and another agent. He goes, you guys are doing our head in. You're both, we can't choose right now. So give us till the end of the day. But he was honest. He gave honest feedback. He said, look, the marketing, the pricing, it's all spot on. So that's amazing. You want that feedback. You know, get the feedback from the sellers, but it's when they don't give you anything, they just ghost you. I think that's a bit frustrating. The rest of it, it's just being flexible, you know.
What's the ideal sale for you? How does the ideal sale, if you had a blank canvas and you were to say, Tim, appraisal, listing, the marketing, the home opens, the sale, the settlement. Have you had one? Have you had the perfect sale?
I've had quite a few really good sales. I think a lot of people have in the last few years.
Is that price related?
Price, offers. Oh, gee, there's been a lot. Sold a beautiful canal home down in Wannanup. That went for just shy of $3 million cash. Suburb record for 16 years. So nothing has sold for that value on the canals in Wannanup for 16 years. That was incredible.
Why was it so good? What do you reckon it was? Was it the product, or did you think
I think
put your big boy pants on and did a good job?
Yeah, all of the above. All of the above. I think the timing, you know, most people don't list over Christmas. We put it up over Christmas. Summer, you're on the canals. beautiful home. So yeah, beautiful product, really good marketing, super attentive. Whatever the buyers needed, we're there, drop everything, get them through. So yeah, all of the above.
What's the perfect home open for you? How does it work? How does it operate?
I usually run my home opens by myself. I've managed to, have groups of 30 come through, manage it myself quite well. We definitely use Rex Pocket to log everybody in and then send them out an SMS. So it's quite automated. Nobody registers beforehand. They all get there and go, oh, registration, what's that?
Happens rarely, doesn't it? When you do, it doesn't guarantee they're going to rock up anyway. In fact, most of the time the registers don't show up.
Yeah. If they do, it's like, yep, go through. Thank you.
Yep.
Go check it out.
Yeah.
Perfect home open. You've got people lining up out the front. You're opening up on the dot. They're rushing.
Do you ever open
through.
early?
Not more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Early.
Okay.
Yeah. I try and keep people to the time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll get there. You need to get there half an hour early and you'll be there half an hour late.
Yep.
And that snowball effect.
Yeah.
You've got 4 in a row.
Yep.
At some point, you got to get there on time. Or you can arrange for next week. You come through, private inspection. But also that weeds out people that aren't that serious. I think if you're serious about buying a house, you're spending $1 million, you'll probably get to the home open on time. I imagine I would. So, yeah.
People listening to this or watching this would, and you can know, of course, people are watching on YouTube and see you're a pretty smart presenter and you do everything very nicely. Is it very important? Do you think that looks are important in regards to the way that you present a house? And I talk of staging. I have this. I wrestle with staging. I've never staged a property yet. I don't, and I'm not saying I don't not believe it. I just haven't had a need to do it.
Yep.
Your views on staging?
Same boat as you. I haven't physically staged a property. We've either sold them totally empty, where we've used like AI staging. So we'll put in virtual furniture. We'll put in the virtual photo of the furniture in the lounge room. And then the next photo was an empty lounge room. What I find is people struggle with scale. They go, oh, that's a beautiful home, but what can we fit in there? Well, with the virtual staging, you can show them this is what fits in there. This is the Hampton style. This is the chic. This is boho. And this is what it could look like. We're not trying to trick them. We're just, people struggle with that stuff. So I've done virtual, definitely. And there's a brand new house that I was on the phone to in Lakelands today. And the owners were discussing virtual staging for that. I think the cost of getting furniture in anywhere from like 3, 4, 5 grand for the month. I mean, it looks amazing. We haven't really needed it up until now, but we'll see. I think my preference would still be, and in fact, there's a new app I'm playing with at the moment. You go through, you take your own photos, and you can literally swipe across the photo when it's bringing in the furniture. So, that's something that I think I'll use in future.
Couple of quick ones before we go through the real off-the-cuff questions. Do you stay in your lane and work the area that you live in? Is that your preferred option? If you focused on an area, I'm an anywhere, anytime, have car, will travel type of guide.
Yep.
I do not care where I sell.
Yep.
Love it. Love getting in a car. Love road trips, the whole lot. Your view is that your hood?
So my area is definitely Hall's Head. That's been the focus from before day one. It's always been, there's a reason that we did research. We moved to the area. We live in Old Hall's Head. So that was very intentional. And most people that end up there, it's an intentional move and it takes some time to find a house there. So Hall's Head is definitely my core area. But, as you know, you meet someone at a home open that's buying in Hall's Head and they've got something to sell in Wannanup or Lakelands. So Mandra's small enough that you can be out to all those suburbs and you can be on top of them all. So yeah, definitely Hall's Head is the key, but everywhere else, I'm very active as well. Dawesville's number 2 on my list. So yeah.
Alrighty. Coffee of choice?
Long black, typically.
How many times a day?
Twice. 2. If I have 3, I'm really pushing it.
Is there a cut-off time?
No, sometimes I can have coffee before bed and
me too.
Straight out.
Chocolate, coffee, sugar, bang, I'm gone.
I've got more issues with the moon. If it's a full moon, I'm not sleeping.
Is that right?
Yeah, I could have a coffee before bed, be out, but if that moon's up, I'm laying there all night.
Podcaster, reader, what do you listen to? What do you read? What do you watch?
Love to listen to podcasts and audiobooks. So Alex Hormozy, great on marketing. Love listening to him. Gary Vaynerchuk. Short bursts and then not for a while.
Realty Bites, the unsold stories.
Yeah, well, I've listened to a few audiobooks recently. My son is 13 in high school, so he's listening to audiobooks. I thought, you know what? I might listen to the same one, and then I can quiz him on what he's listening to, and that was really actually pretty fun.
How important is team and teamwork for you? Even though you're a one-man show, but
Yeah,
you know, you do, as you talked about with Tom, and you got the probably with Lisa and all this stuff. How important is team and the agency team and everyone's role?
What I loved about the agency at the start was that we were pretty much autonomous. We could do our own thing. We didn't have to be part of this close-knit team. But what I've found is working with Rachel Merlini down in Mandurah, you know, John Phillips, Paul Rowe, all the crew down there, and then coming up to our quarterly meetings, yourself, Tim, all the people that you network with and you get to mingle and meet. It's fantastic. It's something I didn't know I needed. On the phone to Michael Keel yesterday, Lisa Loke, all these people, you just, if you've got an issue or you've got a challenge, it's like, hey, Tim, what do you think about this? Caleb, how are you going down there? What do you think about that? There's all these connections, and it's not just WA, it's people over East as well.
Very much so.
Even our trainers, Danny Grant.
Yep.
You know, it's a team.
You're doing all that sort of stuff? You enjoy that type of stuff?
Yeah. I was really impressed with Danny last month.
Yep.
I thought his training was fantastic on prospecting. Again, 18 ideas to prospecting. If you just chose one, stayed in that lane, you'd be sorted. But yeah, I think that's one of the biggest challenges.
Which is the one team or one sport, whether they be profile or not, that gets you on the edge of your seat and you like to make some noise for?
I think it's Friday night footy at the Hallshead Footy and Netball Club. Yeah, this year, the boys, you know, 12, 13 years old, testosterone, they've grown. It's next level. It's really enjoyable. I love it. Yeah, that, and then my daughter when she competes in America, but that's watching her on YouTube live, and that's next level again. It's incredible.
Your family first philosophy is quite amazing. As I said, you got children 6, 13 and 14 as well, and again, how important family is through what you're doing with the agency. A last couple before we wrap it up. We've been chatting with Clinton Smith, of course, from the agency. What's the end goal for you? Do you want to be a licensee?
Yeah, 100%. I've already enrolled in the course. I'm getting through that as we speak. The goal has always been to have a small boutique agency. I don't know if that's everybody's goal, but it always has been for me. Like I said, leverage. I don't need to be on the tools every day. I don't need to be selling the houses every day. That's not what I see in future. I'd certainly love to start focusing on canals and get onto the higher end properties, and then get a team under me of not so much juniors, but just, you know, a couple of other reps to help out, grow along that Mandurah area. So yeah, that's always been the goal.
Someone listening to you right now for the very first time, can get awkward, for the very first time, pitch why you would be good to sell their house with.
I bring a different energy. You know, haven't been in the game for 20 years, cutting edge of technology. We're using meta ads, videos, letterbox drops, old school, new school. Of course, commissions, marketing, everything's super competitive. It has to be, you know, that's why they're getting multiple agents through. But I do what I say I'm going to do. If I say I'm going to call, if there's an update, you're getting an update. If there's no update, I'm giving you an update, but there's nothing to talk about. Everything's going smoothly. If you need trades, I've got the numbers, the contacts, the experience to help with trades, you know, that background knowledge. I just put in a lot of effort. I love to over deliver and under promise, and get those 5-star reviews and the referrals. And that's what I've done to date. So yeah.
Well, you and I both predominantly started on this journey pretty much at around the same time.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed watching you grow. You've always had my back, which is something that I've really enjoyed. And I'm so glad.
Likewise.
I'm so glad that you decided to be a guest on Realty Bites. So hopefully it gets some traction for you. And again, all the very best with everything you do, mate. You're one of the, I hate to say this, but you're one of the sleeping giants, I've got a feeling, in our business and in the real estate industry in Western Australia. So thanks for coming in.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate that.
And there he is, my man, Smithy.
Thank you.
And don't forget, make sure you tuned in to Realty Bites, powered by the agency, The Unsold Stories.